It's the CIA's most disturbing experiment.
They took people against their will and they would give them massive doses of LSD.
An elusive creature. Alright, just squat it down.
Yo, welcome back to the channel, gang. In today's video, we'll look at some creepy and interesting TikToks that'll make you question everything. And be sure to hit the like button, and let's go.
He refused to participate in the sadistic cult that's behind the music scene. And so they eliminated him. And I can get into that more. But before I really get into anything, a lot of people know that my father was basically assassinated, that he was given the cancer. And there's people like my uncle, Bunny Livingston Whaler. He has a blog and he wrote all about everything that was going on back then. A lot of people say it's because of his political stance. I don't want to get into all that, but it's pretty serious. But people don't really understand the meaning, the reason behind it. Like,
I can only hope this is not true, but then again, in the world that we live in, you can't really put anything past it.
It's an elusive creature. Alright, just squat it down. Yeah, let me see your camera, I'll do it.
I'm not sure if this is a giant, but it's definitely not a human. Based on the size alone, it's probably like Yamin times 2. Sometimes I feel like it takes a whole day to score one goal in a regular soccer match. This one might take a whole week. I'm not sure how the winds could uproot those massive trees but completely ignore the houses.
Still water to cook with, not to drink. Because distilled water has a pH of 7. It will rob you of your minerals. To drink the water, the Grace is good. Perrier is good. Anything that is done by Mother Nature. If the alkalinity is being obtained through a process of osmosis, it's no good. It will injure you because they have done it mechanically. You want nature to do it.
What's the CIA's most disturbing experiment?
They took people against their will and they would give them massive doses of LSD and tape their eyes open and play these videos in front of their face all the time. And they thought it was going to like reprogram their brain somehow. What happened was a lot of the people had lost 30, 40 years of memories from their life. And these were people who checked into a clinic for like anxiety.
Science proves that human beings only see 4% what's in front of them.
Damn.
What happens when we can see 10% what's in front of us? Would we be in fear? This is the same reason why if you take your Tesla down to the local cemetery and you sit there with your barometric camera on, you're going to see human beings walking around on that camera that you can't see with your own visual perception. Why is that? What is that about? Why do scientists come out and say that the afterlife takes a place in another dimension?
Which I think for sure.
Why is that? I've seen people dying. I looked at people's faces when they was checking out. They looking past me. They looking past you. Whatever they looking at is not what we thinking.
It's like that thing that happened in the Vietnam War where they had that special dye on their glasses and they're seeing monsters that was there and then they take them off and they're not there.
Really? I didn't know about that. That's crazy.
It's a certain dye that they actually banned in America.
Oh, was that Agent Orange or was that something else?
No, it's something else.
It was a dye that they used to color the lenses on night vision goggles. They went from a red spectrum to the current spectrum that we on now, which is green, grays, and white. When they was using the red spectrum, soldiers complained that they seen monsters.
If those scientists are accurate, then 4% of visuals is more than enough for me. I've realized that if you want to have a secret that's going to last for decades, just code it into one of the dollar bills.
The metaphysical signature of Takis Blue Heat. Takis, particularly Blue Heat, carry one of the most aggressive, energetic imprints of all commercial snack foods. They are not just junk food, they are engineered chemical sigils that override natural biofeedback loops. These type of chips disrupt your chakras aggressively, particularly the root chakra. The root chakra is temporarily overstimulated due to extreme spice and salt. Replaces grounding with fight or flight adrenaline. This also disrupts the sacral chakra, corrupted by artificial dyes and acidity. Disrupts the natural pleasure sensitivity, dulls joy, amplifies chaos, creates emotional confusion and unpredictable mood shifts. This contributes to sexual and creative suppression, often followed by frustration. This affects the solar plexus most critically. Spices are designed not for warmth, but for chemical impact. This aggressive heat overloads the will center, leads to energetic instability, overreaction, scattered intention, and weakened inner fire. Spiritual digestion is interrupted. Truth becomes harder to integrate. This affects the throat chakra. Artificial dyes, particularly blue one, energetically cloak communication centers. Speech becomes more reactive or impulsive. Subconscious programming of silence, shouting, polarity emerges. It is hard to express your balanced truth. This also affects the third eye chakra. It is severely dulled by synthetic ingredients, calcifies your intuitive perception. The blue on the bag is a distortion of true spiritual blue, inner truth, peace, and clarity. Your pineal resonance gets muted, making spiritual downloads more fragmented or erratic. Your etheric field gets damaged. Takis burn holes in the second and third auric layers, weakening emotional resilience and mental clarity. These holes act like spiritual micro tears where low density thoughts or psychic debris can stick. Nervous system hijacking. The body's energetic alert system is overridden. This creates a false state of activation, leading to a burned out adrenal and soul rhythm over time. This also disrupts your higher self communication. The more often that Takis are consumed, the more the person becomes addicted to intensity rather than presence. True divine contact requires stillness. Takis push the psyche into chaotic craving mode, blocking divine memory and higher messages. Takis are not food. They are engineered spells of chaos. They do not ground you. They fracture you. They do not nourish you. They stimulate addiction to sensation. And in their most dangerous form, they replace your intuition with chemical craving.
My oldest kid is not going to get any more Takis after seeing this.
Y'all seen a girl from Jerusalem saying that they are secretly about to build the third temple in Jerusalem. Yes, this is breaking news because this coincides with the end time. So the girl says that they have been creating the infrastructure for the building of the third temple. Also remember, before Trump came into office, he said that he was funding them in Jerusalem to build the third temple. And Jerusalem Post came out and said back in October that they found the builder. Yes, they have the architecture ready to build this third temple. Now, what does that mean for the world and Christians and Jews? This means that once this third temple is built, because remember, the Antichrist will stand inside of that temple and proclaim himself to be God. The Bible says once that happens, everyone who believes in Jesus better flee to Judea. You better flee to the wilderness and to the mountains, because that's when the 7-year tribulation will begin. Also, that is where the Antichrist will be revealed once he does that. So the man we see step inside of this temple, because it will be soon, apparently, will be that man, that son of perdition. So y'all need to be on guard, because we are headstrong rushing into the end times. I know a lot of people say, stop fear-mongering, stop fear-mongering. But this is Bible prophecy, guys. Either get with it or get lost, bro.
If you have no idea what the third temple is all about, you might want to get to it.
If you're in Florida, then listen up, because there are multiple new laws going into effect today. Number 1 is the super speeder law. If you are going 50 plus miles over the speed limit or faster than 100 miles per hour, you will serve jail time. First offense, up to 30 days in jail and $500 fine. Multiple offenses is 90 days in jail, $1,000 fine, and a possible license suspension. Number 2 is an animal cruelty law called Dexter's Law. If you abuse any animals, you will go on a public registry list. This is the first ever public registry for animal abusers. Sentencing also increased for aggravated cruelty. Offenders' names will be posted online. Number 3 is a pretty important one. It is the Boaters Freedom Act. For boat users, police now need probable cause for any stop. Routine safety and sanitation checks are no longer enough. Starting today, any piece of written text has to change from Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. This includes textbooks, state documents. Number 5 is the State Parks Preservation Act. New golf courses, hotels, and courts are banned in Florida parks to preserve nature. Number 6, no more fluoride in drinking water. This makes Florida only the second state to ban fluoride from public water supplies. Number 7 is swatting and false 911 calls. Prank 911 calls, aka swatting, is now a second-degree felony if someone dies or third-degree felony if serious harm. Restitution is required and it sticks. And number 8 is about school safety and health laws. Grades K through 8 now are required to have mandatory EpiPens and allergic reaction plans. EKGs for student athletes are required before tryouts, and student diabetic supplies are allowed on the person with parental permission. Those are just the major ones. Florida just dropped over 100 plus new laws that go into effect today. And they are by no means the only state to do this. So drop a comment and let me know what state you want me to cover next.
I thought Cardi B was trying to get on the straight and narrow. Looks like she made a big U-turn. Whoever's going to be placed in there literally has no privacy.
Caitlin Clark's latest commercial is absolutely demonic. This is more truth in plain sight. Take a look at her eye and how it transforms into something else. Because these people are always showing you exactly what they are about over and over and over again. And this is no different with Caitlin Clark. So this really doesn't surprise me at all. What do you all think about this? What do you think about this commercial and how they are showing that with her eye? And even showcasing one eye at that when they showed it.
People really need to wake up because they constantly will show you truth in plain sight over and over and over. And this is no different.
Hey, that's probably why she can shoot so well.
Take a look at this. See that big ring around the sun? That, my friends, is Nibiru. Wormwood in the Bible. That's what they're trying to hide from us. See that big old eyeball in the sky? That's wormwood, and it is here because the tribulation's about to start. That's why they spray to hide that. But there's wormwood.
I'm not sure if that's Nibiru, but whatever it is, it seems pretty close. The veil might as well come off.
You're telling me there are these primitive groups of humans living in these makeshift tunnels underneath parts of Brooklyn?
Exactly. Look, they're allegedly the descendants of an Aboriginal tribe from the Manhattan Islands, right, before it was colonized. When the Europeans showed up in the early 1600s, right, this small tribe saw how they were treating the other natives and realizing they were being hunted, leveraged the skills they had to build underground. Look, the city was built on top of them, right? They've been there ever since. But where it gets a bit creepy is they have all of these access points, not many, but enough riddled around the city in the depths of certain buildings, basements, right? In some cases, sewer systems, of which they are able to quietly sneak up into, kind of pillaging through basement trash, right, alleyways, and in more extreme instances, carrying out full-blown calculated raids directly inside people's apartments, of which oftentimes result in the targeted individual going missing, as these people don't want any whistles being blown on their existence. Gonna go ahead and say this is a joke for entertainment purposes only, right, for my safety.
The things they use, they showed you in Man in Black. The thing where you look at it, everybody look, chin, they blink, and everybody forget what the happened, and then they tell everybody what happened. They did the same thing to the public. And a lot of people don't remember that, but they do remember this though. They remember in the 90s how you used to watch TV and you'll see a blue, red, purple screen just come on the TV. Like, this is a public service announcement. We're checking for something. And it'll just be a fucking weird ass screen to come on. Y'all remember that? This one they was erasing. All right, they had to keep doing it to erase. They did it for years until we switched over to digital TV. You used to be watching TV. Y'all remember that? 90s, early 2000s, before we went to digital. You would be watching TV to come on. Screen come on. It'd be green, red, white, pink, blue, black, blue. You're like, what the f***? And they're like, dee. And you be like, you just sitting there and shit. You're like, what the f*** is they on? Programming our neurons, erasing them. We didn't even know. We didn't even know. You see what I'm saying? That's what they was doing that for. This is a public service. It won't show you shit but some colors and you in the crib, you like, and they did it so much you wouldn't even leave. You was used to it. Like, they like, oh yeah, that come up sometimes.
I thought the colorful screen came up because we lost signal.
Everywhere I go now, they'll say, tell us more about the backdrop people. Everything is energy. Nothing is real anyway. Everything you see, everything that's around you, everything in your life, you're creating and putting there. This is your movie. It wouldn't be a very good movie, would it, if you were the only person in the movie? You have the backdrop people. When you cast a movie, you cast all the extras to play all the parts of all the people. Those are the backdrop people. And when I go into a crowded airport now, I was thinking, oh boy, look at all the backdrop people I've just created. I shouldn't have put so many into this. The backdrop people are not real. They are energy. Now, the people in your life, those are real. Those are the ones that are on the evolutionary path. They're real, and you've made these contracts with all these other people, but these other ones are not. And I said, do they have souls? They said, no. They said, it's holographic, because this is how powerful your mind is. It's just an illusion.
Las Vegas. We are on Tropicana in front of the Walmart. Every last one of the light poles, the electricity poles are down. This goes for miles. We ain't got no power. I don't know what the hell is going on. This goes for miles, y'all. Look at the cords on the ground. It goes all the way down, miles. What the hell? What the hell? All of these are down, y'all. Every last one of the powers down.
Whoever or whatever is behind this is trying to get some casinos out of commission.
Man, get in here, get in here, get in here. Man, boy, it's about to go down in this post. TikTok, this is not real. This is all scripted. This is not real. This is just fictional for entertainment purposes only. Right? Secrets shall be revealed. One nation, another nation, right? But what if it could be explained as simple in 1 minute and a couple of seconds or less? But before I start, if you'd like to donate $1, I greatly appreciate it. But you can take a screenshot for your records. Now, what if our birthright was stolen in the beginning of 1828, right? What if our birthright was stolen right there, but not fully stolen? What if it was just borrowed or used in commerce? Now, what do you mean, Getty? What do you mean, Getty? 1814, the delegation of Aboriginal leaders representing the nation of the West traveled, right? So the Aborigines, who is the so-called Aboriginals, right? But supposed to meet up with the so-called British in North America? The Aboriginals under this banner, the British under this banner of North America. Did you catch that? Now this is where it gets sticky.
Swag is sticky. H-Con Res 331. Now, nobody didn't catch this. Government to government relations between Indian tribes and the United States established in the Constitution. Wait, who is established in the Constitution? The Rights of Colored Men, 1838. The 13th, the 14th, and the 15th Amendment is for African Americans. Constitution is largely accurate during the Reconstruction after the Civil War. Did you catch that? Now ask yourself, where's these Native Americans? Now, if you did not catch that from the beginning, Aboriginal leaders under the banner. Britain under this banner. Did you catch that? Now, to make a long story short, one person, or aka Aboriginals, cannot give away our birthright. Only we can by agreeing to be African American. Did you catch that? Did you catch that? So in other words, God say, do not be scared. Say and claim what you are. I'm an Aborigine from North America, not African American. Did you catch that? So if you'd like to donate $1 to the Cash App, I greatly appreciate it.
Hold up, y'all see what happened to Italy? So Italy had 2 sunsets, or they realized 2 suns were setting, right? And then the very next day, guess what happened, y'all? Look at this. I didn't even know all of this was going on in Italy, y'all. Italy is flooding once again, y'all. They said this was a water bomb. They don't know where it came from, but it is flooding the whole town. Look at this. Y'all, they are getting some extreme amounts of water. Do you hear that pressure? Look at this. This is crazy, man. It's flooding the whole town, and it's going into homes and flooding buildings. This is crazy. And now the city of Florence looking like this. What we've seen Tennessee and North Carolina, in different parts of the world looking like in America today. This is crazy. I made a video last year and showed y'all that Italy was flooding every single year, and it gets worse and worse. And soon, Venice will be underwater, and nobody will be able to go there, y'all, because, you know, these people have to wear rain boots. Look at this. But yes, y'all, the shift is here, and the whole planet is feeling it. Y'all see what's going on. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, follow, and share for more videos like it. The shift is here. Let's get it. Peace.
To go to a restaurant that's halfway underwater is beyond loyalty.
Do you know that there's 3 things that will be revealed after our deaths that exist now?
What do you mean?
What? There is a letter from Queen Elizabeth written to the mayor of Sydney, and she says, please don't open this letter until 2085. It's being held in a secret vault in Sydney, Australia.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
What could be that important?
Don't know.
Just steal it. Somebody.
But then there's a movie called 100 Years, the movie you'll never see, starring John Malkovich.
Okay.
And it's to be released in theaters or to the public in 2115.
Really? Wow.
They filmed it in 2015, and no one will see it until 100 years goes by.
Lame. That's kind of lame.
What if they know exactly what happens to us and they just made it?
What if John Malkovich is a time traveler? Weird.
And then the last thing, which was super weird, Jackie Kennedy's bloody pink suit, the suit that she was wearing when JFK was shot, it's been held in a vault, secret. Like, no one's allowed to see it. And they said they will release it to the public October 26, 2103.
Weird. Why? Why?
People are finding out they are NPCs, y'all. This is crazy. These are 2 sisters. This one over here, she has no inner dialogue, no inner thought. She can't see things in her mind's eye, but this one can kind of see things. You know, she's not all the way there, but this one over here, she sees absolutely nothing. She can't imagine anything.
Okay, the people want to know, can you physically imagine, like if I say imagine a pink horse, can you see it?
Yeah.
You can physically see it?
Yeah. Yes, but my sister can't. We had this conversation. I can visualize, but she can't.
You can?
But you can't see it.
No.
Oh.
You can see it? Can you see if Nilo wearing a tutu?
Yeah.
You can see
not in 4K, but
you can see it.
Well, I can see it in my mind's
So
eye.
she doesn't have the ability to see in 4K, so maybe she's at 720p, 1080p, but she can't see at all. Like, she has no thought, no imagination whatsoever. And then they're gonna try to call it aphantasia, aphantasia. So y'all, they're literally telling you that she's an NPC, because look at the word aphantasia. A meaning without, and fantasia literally means imagination or mental image. Yo, that's scary. I mean, look at her eyes. It's crazy because she has glasses, but she can't see or imagination or imagine anything, right? That's ironic. So aphantasia literally means see a phanta, see a phantom, see a ghost, see a NPC. Because look at this, aphantasia gives you the same as sixth ether, the demiurge, and non-player, like a non-player character. Oh my goodness, y'all, they're literally telling you that she's literally an NPC. And if you don't know who the demiurge is basically the creator of this illusionary world, who created these illusionary people. And obviously, that's one, she has no mental process. Just like they told y'all in They Live, man. You see what I'm saying? Look at that, y'all. They live. Oh my goodness, y'all. Sometimes y'all gotta slow down the videos and pause them and see what is really going on. Cause don't that look like a... Oh my goodness. Let me know down in the comments below, y'all. The shift is here. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
You can't visualize it? No, it's like just like a thought. But I can't see it. Like I can't like. Okay, me and my sister talk about this, and she says it's like because she can't, and she says she like describes it to herself. Yeah, that's what I do. What? No, I just imagine.
She'll be the worst one to invite to a brainstorming session. But that's it for the video. Thanks for kicking in with me. But before you leave, be sure to hit the like button for the algorithm. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.